Hello again, gamers. GamerPauly here with a brand new Plays and Chats. This is a pre-recording as the game is out today. There's an embargo. Frog's Legs is not released until 4 or 5 p.m. Tonight, British time. Frog's Legs is a mixture of a retro game, puzzle platformer, and a bit of horror as well. I have actually completed the game, but due to the incredibly short nature of the game, I'm going back and doing a kind of a mix, a kind of a GamerPauly mix of a couple of levels and give you a brief rundown on what the game is, rather than showing you the whole game because it's pretty short. It can be completed in 30 to 40 minutes. That's why I'm going back doing this kind of re-edit of my original video review. Right, the game was developed and published by Elliott Dahle or Dahle. Thank you very much for the free review key provided through the Press Engine website. There is no price at the moment, but from what I've already played, anything more than a fiver, I would suggest would be a little bit on the pricey side. Right, so let's get started with Frog's Legs. And one of the first levels I will show you a little bit of is the first one, crossing the road. Oh boys, let's do this. Who's going first? Gee guys, I don't know. Are you sure this is safe? Stop pissing your pants, Bill. None of us are wearing any pants. It's perfectly safe, Bill. Don't worry. How about the rest of us? Go, then you'll see if it's safe. Okay, I guess. That's the spirit, Bill. Oh, I'll go first then. Right, so your first level on the game is this Frogger, and I absolutely love the Frogger games. I played them all to death, and this made me laugh the first time I saw this. I'm using the D-pad, collect the fly as well. So yeah, if you don't know the Frogger game, you have to jump across the road and the logs and stuff. There you go, easy peasy lemon squeezy. We've got in. You're up, Pete. Right, so that's part of the first level. Now I'm going to do a little bit of behind the scenes fiddling while I swap levels. So I'm now going to show you part of another level, and this is one of the first 3D puzzle levels that you come across. It was safe, Bill. I swear to God. No, it's okay, Carl. You're just having one of your night terrors again. Son of a frog. That's really scared me. It's okay, hun. I'm glad you're up anyways, because like in every good horror game, the power is out. Why don't you grab the flashlight on your nightstand and see if you can fix it? I'm not Bob the Builder. Okay, hun. Oh, and Carl. Yes, hun. Hurry back to bed. You know I'm one horny toad. Hey! Na 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 na. Getting jiggy with it. I've got a horny toad wife. I'll hop to it then. We shall. So this is the first 3D puzzle level. Found the flashlight. Yep, I'm going to go and check the breaker box in the garage. You can open objects like this to see if there's anything inside. There are a few things to collect as well. There's some hidden flies around the house. Not really hidden very well. Well, some of them are. So like there on the wall. I managed to collect 4 out of 6 in my first playthrough. So check every room basically for anything. You might find stuff in drawers and stuff like that. So we'll go downstairs, and you can go outside as well. So this is your lounge area. Can't do anything with a TV. We've got number 1 on a cushion. We've got another fly there as well that you can collect. And this is one of the first puzzles you come across in the game. Granny loves margaritas. The wording and the words are relevant. So you basically press on this. This is one of the things I didn't like. Using the gamepad, there's no way at all of exiting out of this. You literally have to use the mouse and keyboard. Obviously, I know the code as I've done this, but I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. That's why I'm doing this shorter edit of the game, so not to spoil the puzzles. Because obviously, in the original edit, I showed you how to complete them all, and that's kind of pointless, really. If you want to buy the man's game, he wants to sell the game at the end of the day. So around the house are clues from that description. Granny loves margaritas, and you've got to work out the 4-digit code to open this up, and you'll find something inside to aid you with the rest of the level. Right, we're now going to do our second switcheroo. A bit of jiggery pokery while I just switch levels. Showing you now the dungeon level. This is another puzzle you need to solve, and quite obviously it's not really a spoiler. There's a brick on the wall that you pull out, and skip through the dialogue, and a note on there. It says pots and rings and literary things. So if you look around the room, you've got rings, you've got pots, you've got a book that you can read. So that's what you need to do to work that out. Obviously, I know the code, so I'm going to be a sneaky son. So again, and I'm going to cover the screen up to annoy you all, as I'm not going to show you, obviously, what the code is. So there we go. I've just solved the puzzle, hiding the screen. Then you move out your cell. You've got a few things you can pick up as well in each of the rooms. Again, look, you can see another fly. There's 6 of them to collect in total. And then you've got another puzzle here of a frog either side of this gargoyle, and the gargoyle reads, one defends against the gargoyle while the other attacks it from behind. A riddle. I wonder if it has to do with those other statues. Well, you guys will have to work it out. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Right, to sum up Frog's Legs then, it was a pretty short experience for me. I didn't really even get to the 40-minute mark before completing it. It was fun, and it was a laugh. It really was a lot of fun, but it's incredibly short. And I think if this is any more than about a fiver, I think it'll be a little bit on the overpriced side if it is. But that's up to the dev. I can't tell the dev what to charge for the game. But I did enjoy it. It was one of the most fun 30 to 40 minutes I've experienced in a long while. And there is a few other sections as well. You get an old school shoot 'em up section and a few other bits and bobs that retro fans of games like Doom and stuff like that will actually love. The humour's great throughout. It's very, very funny. The puzzles are fairly straightforward. I struggled probably on one of them for about a minute, and then I thought, oh, for God's sake, that was stupid. That was kind of obvious what you needed to do, but they're not too taxing. But I think the main thing that will put a lot of people off with this is how incredibly short the game is. If you don't find the puzzles taxing at all, you could probably even finish it in 25 to 30 minutes. So that's not a lot of gameplay for your money, but it was a lot of fun. Incredible amount of fun, and I don't have a price to justify whether I think it'll be worth that price. But as I said, my opinion is if it's more than about £5, I think it'll be a little bit too pricey, and there may even be a launch discount for it as well. So hopefully the price is under £5. But Frog's Legs was a lot of fun for me, and despite the incredibly short run time, I would say it's fun to play as long as the price is right, as long as you know what you're getting for your money. It's short and sweet, not going to last you any more than about 30 to 40 minutes. So GamerPauly says this is my original reward. Is I play it for free personally, but for you guys that obviously need to decide whether you want to buy the game or not. My final opinion, even though I've repeated myself a million times already, if it's around the £5 mark, uh, I think it'll be one of the most fun 30 to 40 minutes you've ever had, especially if you're a big fan of retro games and you love all the references. I absolutely loved the original Frogger level as well. It was so much fun. As I said, there's more levels to come. There's a bit of shooting. There's a bit of horror. There's a bit more puzzles. It was a fantastic short game, but unfortunately a very, very short game. So I wanted more. I was left wanting more at the end of it. So that's why I'd say I can't highly recommend it, but I still recommend it for anyone that knows what they're getting and they understand that it is a short game. Right. I hope you've enjoyed the video. This was my little remix of my original video reviews. I didn't want to spoil the entire game for you guys. Thank you to Elliott Dahle for the free review key provided through the Press Engine website. I hope you guys enjoy the video review and I hope it helps. If you've got any questions, please let me know on X or contact me if you want to know any more. Right, take care of yourself, guys, and I'll see you on the next video review.